Look here. What are you doing?
Where are... Hello. Snowman. I guess we're building a snowman.
Is it good snow? Is it sticking?
Huh?
Does it stick together real good, or is it dry?
It's good. It's not Here's some.
Oh yeah. Are you making a snowball?
I'm trying, but I can't. That one was good.
Okay, so I'm gonna go open a design. These are designs that I've already pre-made. When I first design something in Embrilliance, I save it as a work file. That way, anytime I get an order on one, I can go back and edit just the areas that need edited to personalize it for that particular order, and then save it. Makes it so much easier than having to start over every time and create a new design. So these are all the designs I have made up. We're going to do this one. Open it up. So when you save something as a work file, it saves each part. I don't know if you can see up here, it saves each part separately. So the number 5 is separate from the horse from the name. So I can go in here under the number, and all I have to do is change the number to whatever number it needs to be, then hit enter and it'll change. And then down here I can change the name to whatever it needs to be. So and then it changes the name over here, and then we adjust it to fit the hoop. And I'm trying to do this one-handed, so it's a little hard here. Each font acts differently, so you'll have to adjust the lettering however you're for that particular font. So here I'm just trying to connect all the letters together so it looks like it's scripted out. And then on this one, I'm going to bring it in quite a bit so it fits inside the hoop. And then once you do that, you will select both the horse and the number, and you're going to group those together. Then select all of the components of the design. Try that again. Like this. Go up here to this centering toolbar. I'm going to click the center, and this is going to center the top of the design with the name. Click apply, and then it'll move everything centered, so all of this will line up nicely when you stitch it out. Once I'm happy with the way this looks, I'm happy with the size it's going to stitch out at, then I'm going to go up here to file, and I'm going to save it as a stitch file, and then I will save it whatever. Usually it'll be the name of the design plus the customer's personalization at the end. So once I do that, I'll close this out, open up my Melco software, which I don't have my machine turned on yet. Alright, so it is loaded. You can see it keeps all the color sequence that was there from the previous design, so we have to go in and clean that up for the new design. So what I like to do is I like to pull up the design also in Embrilliance and then just go through the steps so I know which color goes for which step. So here I'm just looking at the steps, so I know step 4, step 5, step 6, 7, and 8 are all applique steps. So I'm going to go back over here and do step 4, hit applique, step 5, hit applique, and do that all the way through. And that just makes the machine stop in between those steps so you can do your applique portions. And then we'll go back here. So this needs to be black, so step 9 is black, step 10 is brown. These are all the satin stitches, so you don't need to put the applique in there. Excuse me. Step 11 is pink, 12 is pink, a darker pink. That's supposed to be brown, black, and there might be an easier way to do this. This is just what works best for me. Go black, pink, white, black, white, and pink. White, black, white, and pink. So there's 20 steps. I've got all 20 steps selected with a color. I'm going to hit OK, and that's what it'll pop up on there. I like to move the design up a little bit in the hoop so that it's closer to the collar of the shirt. And then now we're going to go hoop the shirt. I just wanted to show you this. I've got a new subscriber. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. Alright, so this is the shirt we're going to use. It's an AJ Blank shirt. You can get these at ajblanks.com. They ship within 24 hours. Right now they're shipping everything UPS, so it will get to you on time. Whereas the postal service is really delayed and they're having a hard time getting shipments out with the postal service. So it's a long sleeve. So I'm going to take it to the heat press, fold it in half, and make a center crease for myself so I can line it up with the hoop. Alright, now I have my center line there. I have the bottom of my mighty hoop. You put the wording down. So there's the warning sign down. Place your stabilizer on top. I have to tape mine down because I bought the wrong size. So it doesn't hoop very well if I don't. Some people don't even hoop their stabilizer. They float it underneath the shirt once they put the shirt on the machine. With the Melco, I'm kind of worried to do it that way because I don't want the stabilizer to get bunched up because the machine goes so fast. So I'm just taping it down. Put the shirt over it. Make sure your stabilizer is all smoothed down. Then adjust the hoop as you need to. The center lines help me line it up, so I try to line it up right in the center of the hoop. Make sure it's straight. And then warning sign always goes up. You're just going to place it on there. And slightly off, so I'm going to adjust it a little bit. And go again. I adjusted it the wrong direction. Try again. Sometimes it takes me a few times to get this just right. Alright, that's better. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. And I'm going to pull the end to make it tight. Don't pull too hard because you don't want it to stretch too much. Then your shirt will have wrinkles in it at the embroidery where it embroiders. So now we're all set. That's tight. We'll go to the embroidery machine. Okay, so hopefully this is a good angle. I'm gonna hoop the machine, or put the hoop on the machine. There you go.
Mom, can we have popsicles?
Sure. I'm going to trace the design to make sure it will fit inside the hoop. Alright, looks good. Now I have to prep all the fabric, which I should have done first, for the design. So let's go do that. Okay, now that I have all my fabric prepped and ready to go, we are going to get started with the shirt. Make sure to peel off the backing of your heat and bond once it cools. Then you can see the shiny side. That's the glue that's going to help the fabric stick to the shirt. Do that on all the pieces. Alright, we're satisfied with the way the design is going to fit on the shirt, so we're just going to hit start. Place our fabric down for the number 3. Make sure to cover all of the stitching. Hit start again. Okay, so I'm going to take it off the machine and go cut this out. Okay, so you're going to cut it out as close as you can to the stitching without cutting the stitching itself. Then we'll put it back on the machine. Okay, so for this design, it's stitched out the whole outline first, and then you'll place the fabric down, cut it out, place the next fabric down, cut it out, place the next fabric down, cut it out. It doesn't do the stitching, then you place the fabric down, cut it out, and then does the next stitching to show you. This one is digitized a little bit different, so it is kind of hard to follow, so you have to know which step is next. So the next step, or this step, we're going to place the brown down first. I just make sure I cover up all of the design, then stitch it out. It's all done, so I'm going to go and clean all this up, and then we'll take it off the hoop and go from there. I'll turn you around again. There's got to be an easier way to do this. Sorry for all the jostling around here. Okay. There we go. Alright, so I like to cut all of the stitching, all of the jump stitching before I take it out of the hoop. I think it's easier when the shirt's still tight to get the scissors underneath each strand and cut it without cutting your shirt. So that's why I do it like that. So we're gonna take it out of the hoop now. And remember, I taped it down, so I have to undo all the tape. So that's out. When you do your mighty hoops, when you're done with them, you want to put them together with the wording touching each other. So I'm turning the shirt inside out. That's what the back of it looks like. I'm going to clean this up. Now I'm going to cut the extra off here. I like to just hold on to the stabilizer and let the shirt fall down. That just makes me feel more comfortable where I'm not going to cut the shirt itself. You don't want to cut a hole in the shirt. Okay. And then I will turn this right side in, or right side out. There's that. I'm going to take it over to the heat press now, so let's go over there. Okay, so I'm over here at the heat press. I'll place the shirt underneath here, right side up. Put a Teflon sheet over it to protect it. Press it for about 10 seconds. Okay, take that off. Now it's pressed. All of this is adhered to the shirt with that heat and bond. We're going to turn it inside out. Place it back on here. Try and smooth it out as much as you can so you don't get any wrinkles. And we're going to take our Tender Touch, place it over top of the stitching and the leftover stabilizer. Cut it to size. I buy my Tender Touch by the bolt, and then I cut it in 8-inch strips like this. I don't know if you can see that. 8-inch strips like this, and then I just lay that on here and cut it to size. And we'll place our Teflon sheet back on top and press. I'm going to press for about 10 seconds. Take this up. And now that is adhered to the back of the shirt, and your little one's skin will be irritated by the embroidery. Turn it right side facing. And now it's ready to package, so we'll go do that next. Okay, so here I've got my shirt. I've got my instructions on cleaning and take care instructions, I guess, and then a little business card with a coupon code on the back. I've got one of these little plastic covers. I cannot get the shirts back into these little small plastic terriers. Angela can. I've never been able to do it, so maybe I just not folding it correctly, I don't know. But I have so much trouble trying to get that back in there, so I just got these from Amazon. Fold the shirt. While I'm folding it, I inspect it for any defects. Make sure there's no oil or anything from the machine that I got on it. No dirt or anything from the heat press on it. So I fold it like this so that the design is showing. So when they take it out of the package, that's the first thing they see. Here, and then on the back side I place my coupon face up so they know they're getting a little thank you, and then the care card goes in there just like that. Hold that closed, and then this will go into the poly mailer, which I also get on Amazon, and I will print off a packing slip that will also go in there as well, and I'll write a little thank you on there, and then I'll print out the shipping label, stick that on top here, close this up, and then it's ready to ship out. Okay, so maybe 5th time's the charm. If I remember, I'll put the bloopers in at the end of this video. You'll have a kick out of it. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. This is how I do my designs from start to finish, from creating the design, putting it on or stitching it out on the shirt, putting on the tender touch, and packaging and sending it out. So thank you guys so much again for watching. Thank you all for my new subscribers. I really appreciate all of you. If you have any questions, please leave those in the comments below. If you want to see any specific content, please also leave that below. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye-bye. I hope you guys can see me because I got this flipped the other way. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. That is start to finish how I make an order. If you have any questions. Okay, so this is the second time I'm recording this because the first time you could only see my chest. So now you can see my face. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching. This is how I make my shirts from start to finish, from creating the design to stitching it out to putting the Alright, so this is how I create my designs from start to finish, or do my shirts from start to finish. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you'd like to see other, or want me to show you other content, please